3.5 decades after the 1984 riots in Delhi and across India, where thousands of Sikhs were murdered and their homes looted, there finally looks like there might be some justice. Congress leader Sajjan Kumar today was convicted by the Delhi High Court, which reversed the acquittal provided to him by a trial court in 2013 for his involvement in the riots in 1984. Kumar had been accused of conspiracy to commit the murder of 5 persons in the Rajnagar area of the Delhi cantonment, as well as having conspired and abetted to set fire to a Gurudwara in the area and to loot and set fire to certain houses in that area. Now, the case has been dragging on for a very long time. In 2010, the trial started. In 2013, he was acquitted of all the offences, while the other 5 accused in the case were convicted. In the judgment which has come now from the Delhi High Court, not only has Sajjan Kumar's acquittal been overturned, but the other 5 accused, even though they had been convicted of certain offences, the court has actually convicted them of even further offences. Now, what was Sajjan Kumar accused of? He was accused of having incited the mob, conducted a conspiracy, and been part of a conspiracy to commit these crimes on the 1st and 2nd of November 1984. He was accused of having entered into this conspiracy on or around the 31st of October 1984, just after Indira Gandhi had been assassinated. Now, when the case went to trial originally, now there were 3 key prosecution witnesses here. First was Jagdish Kaur, whose husband and son were killed on the 1st of November 1984. There was Jagdesh Singh, whose brothers were killed on the 2nd of November 1984 in the morning. And then there was also Nirpreet Kaur, whose father had been killed on the 1st of November 1984, who was the president of the Gurudwara in the area, who not only testified about the setting fire of the Gurudwara, but also the murder of her father and some of the other people. Now, what the allegation of Sajjan Kumar's involvement was that he had conspired before all of these things had happened, and then 2 specific things that he was accused of. First, that on the night of 1st November 1984, he reached the area in Rajnagar and asked the mob out there whether they had done the job. And then when he found out that they hadn't actually killed a lot of Sikhs and hadn't burnt enough, or so it seems, he told them that they must not only continue to do so, but that they must also approach and kill all the Hindus who were sheltering the Sikhs in the area. On the 2nd of November 1984, he is alleged to have been speaking at a public meeting where he again exhorted the mob to kill all the Sikhs as well as kill any Hindus who were trying to shelter them. Now, the testimonies of the 3 witnesses were crucial to establishing this, but the trial court has said that even though the testimonies by all these three people were fine when it came to the other 5 accused, they didn't stand scrutiny when it came to Sajjan Kumar. And the key issue here was that their statements, at least their original statements and the statements given to the Ranganath Mishra committee back in 1985, didn't seem to mention Sajjan Kumar. And so it was argued that they were only bringing this up much later, including to the Nanavati Commission in 2002. In the case of Nirpreet Kaur, it was that she only made her statement when the trial actually happened, and till then had given no statement in which she had accused Sajjan Kumar. Now, the High Court took all these arguments and completely rubbished all of them, because as they found, there had been a clear situation where the police were trying to shield Sajjan Kumar, that there had been multiple FIRs which had been registered which didn't mention his name, even though the complainants had asked to do so. Investigations went nowhere even when FIRs were filed, and for several, there were no FIRs even registered in the first place. In fact, this is a line from the judgment where they say, this was an extraordinary case where it was going to be impossible to proceed against A1, Sajjan Kumar, in the normal scheme of things, because there appeared to be ongoing large-scale efforts to suppress the cases against him. Now, on this basis, it was found that a lot of the testimony which was used to discredit Jagdish Kaur and the others was in fact actually problematic. It showed that statements were alleged to have been made by them which they never had made, and even that the statement which was given by Jagdish Kaur to the Ranganath Mishra committee was in fact manipulated and altered to remove the name of Sajjan Kumar, even though she had specified his name there. Now, these are very serious things that the court has held, and so in addition to convicting Sajjan Kumar and the others, it's also gone ahead to say that the whole situation in 1984, given the involvement of political parties and the connivance of the police, seems to indicate that it would satisfy what is known as a crime against humanity. Now, as we know, crimes against humanity came to prominence after World War II in the Nuremberg trials and were used to convict the Nazis there for similar things. And the court has said that 1984 is just one of the examples of these kind of motivated mass killings taking place in India. They gave the example of Mumbai in 1993, Gujarat in 2002, Muzaffarnagar in 2013, and others, to say that this shows shows that there is a significant problem with these kind of mass killings with an intent to target minorities with political involvement and the involvement of the police, and that therefore there needs to be a concept of crimes against humanity and even concepts of genocide in the in Indian laws to cover this going forward. So at the end of the day, it's a big judgment. It's taken down a Congress leader who was a minister, who was a member of parliament at the time, and has shown that the courts are willing to take actions even when a lot of time has gone forward, and to make sure that justice is truly done, no matter how many efforts are made to prevent it from taking place.